and I am, as the sign says, a messenger bot strategist. I have been helping small business owners technology for 20 plus years. I have all of the tools and the techniques and all the things. I'll tell you what, I fell in love with messenger bots 2 years ago now, and my life changed. And marketing has changed. It's changing even now. So my name, as I said, is RJ Redden, and today entrepreneurs hire me to join the messenger marketing revolution because most shouting into a black hole. They're carving of everybody else. They engagement on and offline. So I help create a powerful digital message. Sorry, that increases visibility, engagement, and profits. So bottom line, get your bot out there. People need about you. All right. Today we're going to talk about challenges. The challenges are really huge to get people into a bot. I am telling you, this is nothing short of amazing, and I have seen this happen on several of my client accounts. We're gonna talk specifically about day challenges, but let's just cover first, in general, what people are doing and what you can expect and what type of idea this is. By the way, this is in the challenge is one of those free strategies that I am in a way. So you go to bot.com. There, if you want to bot opportunity assessment, if you want me to kind of give you what's going to be the best type of strategy to get into when you're first starting a bot, go right there, answer the questions, and you'll get a free assessment there of what you should start. So 30 or just start challenges in general. Challenges in general are one of the most amazing that I've seen for getting people in bots. It's because you're promising some sort of a transformation. You're saying you can go from zero to, a hero or whatever it is, right? 5 days or 7 days or 30 days. There's some sort of a transformation you're going to give people in a short amount of time. People generally like that short of time, unless you're doing more of a mindset shift challenge, or you're doing a weight loss challenge. People understand. I mean, that's a longer challenge. It's something that it takes a longer time. But people are really drawn to these 5 and 7 day challenges right now. A lot of my clients are doing them, folks, and they are, it's been pretty magnificent as far as getting people in, really engaging with people through a bot. Most people, we're trained. Darling, we're trained. We're trained to think about email as a way to, engage with everything, basically. We're trained to think about a one-way type of communication. With the challenges, and especially in cases where whatever you're doing for that day's challenge is a step-by-step process that you explain through the bot, that's the most coolness. That brings a lot of love to the table, because not only are you saying, "Oh, I can make it so that you get this transformation, where it is in 5 days." It's also saying that I care about whether you get it or not. It's email. You can absolutely send the instructions for email, and that's just totally. And a lot of people do that. Awesome. People prefer email, but most don't. And email allows you to give step instructions. However, if people have questions, they don't usually hit reply, because most email inboxes are automated, and most people just won't even consider replying to an email because they don't think anybody's listening. In a bot, is listening. In a bot, they have a question. They can have a conversation with somebody and get some clarity real quick. or hop on the phone with you or whoever's running the challenge, right? They can have conversation, get answers, get clarity, rather than pretty confused. Now, if and here's the tough thing too, if you're writing a challenge and you're putting all of the steps in email, it's likely you might skip a few steps because you kind of assume that folks know something already that they don't. It's easy for you to do, right? Unless you write a thing and have somebody across you going through all of those steps, it's really, it's tough. Also in email, we're taught that we gotta be brief. Okay. But what if, and generally what people do is they will have people do a 10-15 minute exercise per day, each day of the challenge in the bot. So stepping people through this exercise. If you're doing it in an email and you're explaining everything, you're going to write a long email. Who read long emails these days? Oh, I don't know. I don't know. People look at the length of an email before they read it. They always did. I do it. It's been trained. We want to, we see who sent it. Click on the title. We think it interesting or something good for us. We click in and we immediately look for how long is this thing going to read. And so we're encouraged when we read emails to be brief. But sometimes with these challenges, with exercises that you're having people do, sometimes a little bit more complicated than a quick bullet read. So, and so in bot, you can go that extra mile. You can say that extra few words or that sentence that will help clarify things for people so that they don't have to figure it out for themselves. Because here it is. It doesn't matter how much they love you. It doesn't matter how much they love you. It doesn't matter how much they want transformation. None of this matters. People get confused enough in a challenge and they'll stop. They'll stop. Because if they are having to figure it out for things for themselves, they don't they feel like they're standing on solid ground. They'll say immediately, I'll get back to this, or this isn't worth time, or I'm confused. I've got something better to do right now, because always have something better to do, grasshoppers. This is the crux of it. How do we do something that makes people seen, heard, and cared about? And we do, deliver instruction in a way that doesn't make people feel like, that you might, that you think something about their intelligence. So that's what we're going to talk about today. To me, it's a vastly interesting topic, because you teach anything through challenge. You can teach many things, and I'm about introductory topics, right? With challenges, introductory topics are good, just because you don't want to. You ain't teaching rocket science in here. You can't. I mean, there's a certain level. You just got to stop it. But introductory topics, stuff that gives people a win to your product. This is the crux. This is what you can teach in a challenge. They say, teach something about, if you were sitting in front of somebody, what could you teach them in about an hour? That's kind of how you measure it for the 5 to 7 day challenges. 30-day challenges are different. 30-day challenges are, or longer challenges, we'll say, because not just 30 days, right? There are 14-day challenge out there. There are a lot of different things out there. So we'll just say long challenges. With longer challenges, in order for people to keep going, you have to help them build momentum. Help people build momentum in a challenge. Help people feel like they're doing fantastic. And even something little that they accomplish, that is that something small you accomplish can change trajectory, can't it? Absolutely can. Finish something small you hadn't, you normally going to do, and that preps you to get that next bigger step done. And the longer challenges absolutely work on that technique. On the short challenge, on 5-7 day challenges, those you take about 15 minutes on somebody's time. I wouldn't take over 15 minutes, but 15 minutes is a good sweet spot for how much time, whatever exercise you're having them do every day in the challenge. 15 minutes is the cap on that thing. Under fine too, but you want them to feel engaged enough that they are celebrating some sort of something at the end of it. They've written something. They've taken a picture. They've a phone call. They've done something. Give them kudos for that type of stuff. A lot of people with challenges will also have groups, so that people can celebrate with each other, attaining whatever goal they set for themselves that day. The biggest challenge that I'm part of at this moment is it is a keto challenge. It is a 30-day challenge, and there's some really special thing we do in there that you are planning a real long challenge, like anything over a 7-day. You'll want to incorporate some of the ideas. One is, it is so important to go through your customer chat, your live chat. In ManyChat, they call it live chat. In other programs, they'll probably call it something else. But the live chat, looking at that every day, and making sure everybody's questions are answered. I know about that. And a lot of people absolutely do that. They're very, they're very ritualistic about getting in there every day. Those are always my clients, but especially with a 30-day challenge. Why? Because it's easy to lose momentum, and you want to take any opportunity that you can to help them build momentum, to help people feel like, you know what, I'm getting something done. I'm moving. I may not be where I want to be right now, but I'm moving in the right direction. Please don't ever underestimate the power of moving in the right direction for people. It's huge it's just huge because they don't have what it does. Stops the inner naysayer if you're moving in direction. Now, my friend Jenny, Coach Jenny, is very skilled at the inner naysayer. If you have any questions about the inner naysayer and how to stop that critic, please do let me know, and I will get you in touch with Jenny. But what moving in the right direction is, all of a sudden, is it says that all past stuff doesn't really matter because progress to today. On 30-day challenge too, you're going to want to absolutely have something measurable that folk can do along the way. In a 5-day challenge, you basically have one exercise a day that you want people to do. That and measurement of whether or not you get that exercise done, that is super important and cool. Because you can have that. That is the measurement. That is the did you get it done today? Are you building momentum? That's momentum measurement for that day. Fantastic, darling. 5 to 7-day challenges, it's easy. But on those longer challenges, you absolutely want to have something measurable. Even if it's as simple as, hey, you're halfway through this 14-day challenge. How do you feel? Hey, we're three-quarters of the way through. What have you noticed has changed in your life or in your business? It's a business challenge. You want to give people markers, because if you do, then people will feel that momentum and keep building that momentum all the way through. If it's a weight loss challenge, that's easy too, right? Pounds, inches, in non-scale victory. You can ask people about those, but if you're doing a long challenge, you absolutely ask people how they feel. What changes are they noticing? You want to tell them, hey, you're halfway through, you're 3/4 of the way through, you're almost done here, you're almost to the finish line. You want to be in a 30-day challenge, their favorite cheerleader. You do. You want to be favorite cheerleader all the way through, because if they make it through and they get that transformation, you'll never get better marketing than that. You'll never get better marketing than somebody saying, you have to try this person's stuff right now because they are amazing. It's different, right? If I got on, I was amazing. Okay. But if somebody else gets on and says that I'm amazing, social proof. People listen. And people listen to social proof, think a little bit stronger now than they used to. It used to be, use social proof. Absolutely, and people would put on marketing materials. Okay, most in your situation goes this as a path or whatever. But now I think testimonials and social proof and friends recommending other people, that carries more weight today than it used to. Google carried all the weight, right? If you Googled something, then if you Google it or whatever, then that'll be the thing. Now that kind of stuff is like Google stuff anymore. I don't Google. I ask my friends. I ask them who they recommend. So there is that. I am going to check the chat because I don't think that I am seeing it actually right now. Because most of the time, leave comments, and they are just not right now. So but I ain't seeing it. So I want to see your comment. I'm going to check that out as we go here. So darlings, and if you do have any questions, do throw them in there so that I can see and answer what's going on. So finding my comments if I can, and I don't know if I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do that, but anyway, here we go. Restream chat. Hopefully this works. I'm doing an experiment, everybody. I'm doing an experiment by broadcasting in several places at once, and doing all of that, because I'm wanting to spread my wing a little bit. And let's see here. Oh, it's just having me log in and everything else. So how about this? I'm gonna get on and answer all of your stuff, all of your questions. I'll just do it manually there in Facebook. But I did come and talk about challenges because they pose some very special. They pose very special questions and they pose some very special problems. A lot of times when you're doing just regular bot activity, you're putting your engagement posts out there. You're putting posts out there that ask people to check out a resource that you might have. That's so super cool. But during a challenge, almost kind of creates a little intimacy between you and the person that you're trying to help. And this has been evident in every single challenge I've written for people. What happens is that people really, they've been given 5 or 7 days usually to achieve transformation, and they really do it. They really want that thing done. And so they ask questions, and they're really proactive about solving whatever problem this is. So let's take an example, so that this will be a little bit better to illustrate. The example that I'll for you is Jane Powers, and she's going to be on this show, by the way. She's going to be on the show on Thursday, so do keep an eye out for that. She's going to have some amazing things that are happening with show, and I'm really excited to have her on. But a couple of months ago, we did a challenge called Ditch Elevator Pitch. And some of you joined it actually. It was a lot of fun, and people were so active. People were asking questions all over the place. People were it was all about developing a different way to introduce yourself that catches and captivates your audience, so that they are real well prepared to listen to whatever you have next. Elevator pitches, they just do. And this process that Jane has is awesome. I hope she did not hear that. It's an awesome process. It's called her intro show. TM. Anyway, so a lot of people were in that group. The face asking questions, being there, infomercial out there, saying, "Hey, would you look at this?" And a lot of people were doing the exercise. In fact, we had so many people in the bot that were doing the exercises, and so many people in the group that was doing the stuff and was asking Jane questions, that we had a lot of people start to go, gosh, quit on day 2 or 3 because something happened, family emergency, work emergency, something. Now I get back in. Can I get back? And we had a number of people. I think there was 3 people, 30 plus, restarted the challenge from the beginning so that they could get the full amount out of it. Listen to what I have to say. This is so huge, important. You've got people going, I have to have this so badly that I will restart this thing. Imagine if people consumed your content that way. What would your biz look like if people consumed your content in that way? If they were just look for every single thing that you did, if they were hot to have whatever it is you're doing, that's huge. That's huge stuff. So my friends, that's a couple of points about challenges that I think are, just keep this in mind. Keep this in mind as something that you may want to do. I have offered in my bot, not challenges, but I've offered mini courses, free mini courses. Come take this thing, in 7 days. It's going to take you 10 minutes a day. You learn everything that you need to know that's real basic about bots. Learn the bot basics, basically. And I turned it at one point. I turned it from a 7-day to a 3-day. Any courses are good, but when you're offering mini courses, there's no urgency to take that. When you're off a challenge, and you say challenge date are May 7th through May 13th, join up now. There's a bit more urgency to them. The bit more urgency. There's also a little more, as I was saying before, there's a bit more intimacy. People are really trying to get work done because there's a deadline in there. Got this thing done before Friday or whatever it is, or before Tuesday or whatever it is. If there's a little bit of urgency in there, people view that as kind of a win-win-win, because you've said you're going to get this transformation for 7 days. Work hard. It'll be yours, I promise. Then if you hand them some work to do, they put some urgency on that, then they're, well, that makes sense because I'm going to get this transformation. And so it's easy for people to say it's worth my time. Again, 5 to 7 day challenges, try to keep what they're doing within about 15 minutes. Try to make it so that most people will be able to finish that in 15. 30-day challenges, try to shorten down on 10 minutes. Okay. Because they're in for the long haul, you'll want them to be able to accomplish every single day. You want to be able to say, I did this, I got this done. You want them to be able to take that to the Facebook group that you have associated with your challenge and say, hey, look, I got this done. These are my results today. I wrote down, I made this phone call. I weighed in this victory here. It is so much about sharing victory. It really is. Sometimes it's about sharing victory, them sharing their victory with you. In the 30-day bots, I always have room for them to share their victory with me, so that I can then cheer them on and be their favorite leader. I also have victories that they share with the group, so that group can cheer them on. And other people in the group that have just been thinking about this see Joe Cool and what kind of awesomeness he's experiencing because he's doing this, and they say, well, Joe Cool is not cooler than I certainly could probably accomplish this, and then they start on it themselves. So this way, you've got Facebook group and a bot kind of building off of each other. I have yet done a challenge without a Facebook group connected. I'll let you know if I ever do one of those and how that's different than what we're going to having for regular challenges that have groups with them. I will let you know if I ever do that, because I think that would propose some particular some things that you would need to problem solve for, I think. But have a group with it is awesome. Now, here's one that always comes up. Can you have a challenge and you don't group yet? I have done challenges where they didn't have a group yet, and they didn't have a bot yet, and things turned out swimmingly. So, be sure you have thought about the group. If you're gonna do that, if you're gonna start a group at the same time. I know one of my clients was talking this to me yesterday. If you're gonna do that where you're starting a group at the same time as you're doing challenge, it absolutely can work. But I need you to know that it's a lot of work, because when you design a group, don't do that thing where you just own a group. You know what I mean? Think about what's the group going to mean long term? How are you going to feed it when the challenge is over? How are you going to get folks to engage with you when these things are happening? That's be sure to plan out your group a little bit. Do this, as people who don't do this get into trouble. Post some ground rules about your group at the very least. Do this. You want to tell people what kind of environment that you want to foster. You want to tell people these things are really okay to post, and I would like to hear from you. And these things over here, please don't ever post those. I will yank you. You want to do this. You want to do this for people. And the group description, I've tried that. I really have. It used to be a lot more visible way back when. But the group descriptions aren't terribly visible now, so I don't put my rules in the group description anymore. Now that's a bot sequence. I just say, hey, if you're new around here, get in this bot. So you can do that two ways, of course. But just wanted to know, if you can absolutely group with a challenge, you want to think about how, because you don't want to just let it die. So many people on Facebook let their groups die. I've done it. I can't point the finger at somebody else and not have some fingers pointing back at me. But that is kind of, it's a discipline to folks who are maybe really looking to engage with you on the long term. So make sure you have the time. Make sure you have a term strategy group. But you absolutely can start one up right during a challenge. Friends of mine clients of mine have done that, and it's worked out well for them. So challenges, the challenges, and the ones that I've done they've been astounding. They've been magnificent. Some challenges add as an extra layer of fun and coolness. They add a layer of accountability to that. They add a layer of accountability that says that checks at night and says, hey, how are you doing today? How did you do on those goals? Is there anything I can help you with? Sometimes it's just, a way. And I've done this recently for a coach client of mine. They did a 5-day challenge, and we did accountability at night. And what we did was check in, and we said, hey, how did you do today? And then there were 3 options. Well, I finished everything. Hey, I kind of got started, but I got distracted, and I didn't start at all. We have those 3 choices. And so it offers the people that started but didn't finish, or maybe even get started, it offers them an opportunity to go through from the beginning and try again. And you want to give them every opportunity to succeed. You want to help them get the deal. Because here's the thing: a challenge is a lot of work. A challenge is a lot, it is a lot of work. It is a lot of hand-holding, sometimes a little bit frustrating because you swear that you just said that 10 minutes ago, whatever the end of that question is. But the rewards that it can reap are great. The rewards that we'll get out of this, because first of all, the first word is you've got a lot of happy, excited, and engaged people in group. That's kind of a big deal. If there are a program or a product that you wanted to offer people as a resource at the end of the challenge, even better, right? Because that turns into something that you can engage people with, whatever resource that is. So whether it be a course, whether it be a service, whether it be a program, whatever it is, you can totally offer something at the end of that people will then grab onto because they want further contact with you. When you can get most people through the challenge, it is an amazing thing for you, because you have something that hardly ever we really create in social media, and that is a buzz about you that is stained for a little bit. Excitement's created because not only the people the challenge themselves getting results, they're also showing the results to all of their friends. And people in the group are showing the results to each other. And all of a sudden, it's absolute, undeniable social proof that your stuff, whatever your genius is, your stuff works. Undeniable. And it's not just you saying it, it's other people saying it for you. So I can't say enough about challenges. They are awesome. They're awesome to bring you in new eyeballs, brand new eyeballs. They're awesome to bring you in new clients. And they're awesome to build a cloud of raving fans about you. If you have raving fans about you, if you don't wouldn't know how to build one of these challenges, I certainly have resources available for you. If you go to bambowbot.com, I will follow up with you and see if you want to, the bambowbot.com, that'll give you a free strategy. I'll also offer you 3 minutes with me so that we can talk about what that strategy is, and so that I can give you pointers on how to set that up for your particular business. So go there, answer questions, get some bot strategies, and let's get going on your bot. I know a lot of you think about it and kind of want to put yourself there, and then it just never seems like the right time. Let me ask you this: when are you going to stop settling for 20% of people hearing message? 2% or less. 20% is a good open email rate, right? Much less than 20% ever see your Facebook page unless you're directly seeing them there. And that's just how it works unless you do Facebook ads. By the way, my friend Tammy Lane, she's the person to see if you need ads. Also, what other kind of social media posts, that stuff can't count on for anything but a trickle. Bots can cause a flood if you do them right. If you really care about nurturing your clients, pre-clients through a little sequence that'll help them self-select, and it'll help you select them. Jump with both feet. Get a strategy now. Get a strategy, and then give me, hook up with me on my calendar, and let's talk about it, how to put that into your business. Don't be surprised if I do a resource or two away, because I know what it takes to do this stuff. I've been for almost 2 years. Next month will be my 2-year anniversary, and I just can't wait to get more bots out of the world. So, my darlings, as I said, I'll be chatting with Jane Powers on Thursday. Okay, if you've never seen Jane before, you see Jane. You must, because she's magnificent and fabulous, and will teach us. She's going to talk us about messaging too on Thursday. I talk about messaging all the time. She's going to talk. Audio sounds super bad, not good. Oh, Tish. Hey, thanks. Gosh, I didn't know. Thank you for letting me know, and I'll do this show again another time. All right, darlings. I'll talk to you later. I'll see you bot.